Right, so I got a pretty simple mise laid out here for these pancakes that we're doing today. So I'm looking at section 1.9. Now, there's a few questions about asking about why we do it, right? So we're going to start with that, like why it's important to do this. There's about 6 or 7 or 10 reasons why that I can think of just off the top of my head. And it's kind of like how you measure twice, cut once if you're building a house. That's something that I'm still having to learn when I'm building decks and things like that. But it's about anticipation and preparation, right? You need to be prepared for what you're doing. It also helps you with your speed and your consistency. If you're looking around for everything and it's not where you need it to be, you're going to come up with errors, which is the next word that I'm looking for. You're going to grab the wrong item. You're going to miss a step. Something's going to be missing. Something's going to get lost in translation. Something simply won't be there. A mistaken ingredient, an omitted ingredient, it's all a mistake, right? These are key things that we have to sort of impart on people, whether we do it at home or not, which I think most of us do, or some form of it. As I was getting ready for today, it took me about an extra maybe minute to find everything I was looking for. And I had to write down a recipe because my printer isn't working. So I'll have that for the next one. There's also mention on this about how to cross things off and adapt a recipe. I have a format that I'll use later on, but I've adapted it for paper this week. Excuse my chicken scratch, but you can see my writing there. But I've got an indication point here, 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 and here for a 4-step recipe where I check it off as I go. It can be multiple steps, multiple more steps. It doesn't really matter. As for adapting it for multiple cooks, multiple students, you can color code it. You can cause breaks, pause here, break here, hand to the next cook here. It's not how we normally would do things, but if we have a group of 6 that's learning the same task, we have to break it up at some point. Stepping in is also part of what would happen with a good mise. If you have to step away from the line, someone has to step in and take your role. They have to know where they jump in. So this works at home and it works in practice too, right? And it works in class. So that's why we do it, because it works and it works well. And we rely on it, and it's probably why we're learning it first. That's it.